How you guys doing? Hey, just wanted to talk real quick here about, recently over the last couple of days, there's been some talk in the media about COVID mandates coming back, mask mandates and social distancing and possibly lockdowns and all that bullshit coming back. And just want to talk about, some things that we can do about that, or what we should be doing, or I guess what I hope people will be doing between now and the next 30 days is when some people are saying that these mandates are going to be coming back mid September, so about a month from now. And I don't really know if it's true. I mean, I actually have no idea if it's true. I have no idea if it's actually going to come back or not, but that doesn't take away the responsibility that we have to start right now being proactive to do our part to make sure that they don't come back. And then if they do come back, to decide now what we're going to do, how we're going to react to that when the government once again, and local businesses once again, and our neighbors once again, and our families once again tell us that we got to fucking wear masks or we can't participate in society. So, first of all, overall, it just pisses me off that it's 3 years into COVID, we're still fucking talking about these masks and these fucking mandates and shit. One of the reasons early on in COVID why I was against all this shit, back in 2020 is because I said, if they seen us, bending over and complying and doing exactly what they wanted us to do by masking up and locking down and not going to church, not going and seeing our loved ones, if we'll do that stuff and they know we'll do that stuff, they'll bring it back whenever they want. And sure as shit, and throughout COVID, where I was living, they would put in the mandates, the mask mandates, and then they would remove it and then they put it back in. And so, similar thing here. It's like, great, guys, good job. We showed them that we would do it, and so they will fucking do it whenever they want. And this might be one of them. This might be one of those times where they decide that they're going to do it again. So, the question is, what are we going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And I have some ideas, and I want to talk about them here real quick. So I think number one, the most important thing we can do is we need to be proactive. We need to be proactive starting now, going all the way up until they put in the mandates. And then when they put in the mandates, we need to continue to be proactive. So what do I mean by being proactive? Well, I mean a couple of things. So first of all, we need to be visible. Starting right now, we need to be visible. We need to start going and speaking at all of our city meetings, all of our county meetings, all of our school board meetings, and letting the elected officials know that we don't want this and that we're not going to comply with it. We're not going to go along with that bullshit, and tell them not to bring that shit back. It also means, start protesting, between now and then you could start protesting. Or when they put the mandates in, definitely get out there and start protesting. Start being visible. Get out there. Attract other people on our side with the same views that are not necessarily, connected or feeling that they're alone or they can't do anything. Start being visible. You'll attract those people to you. Get your numbers growing. We need to be organized. We need to be a lot more forceful, a lot more visible this time around. And any one of us can do it. We can all do it. We can all do it on our local level. And that's exactly where we need to be. We need to be on our fucking local levels, out in our communities, spreading the message, protesting, resisting, being visible. Second thing that we need to do is we need civil disobedience. And that means everywhere and every time. Go into a store and they say, you need to wear a mask, tell them to go fuck themselves and keep on fucking walking. And if they want to make it so that they're going to call the police, call the fucking police. Now, guys, I get it. You all are probably not wanting that to happen. You're not wanting to get arrested. I get it. But do you recognize how fucking serious this shit will be if they do this shit to us again? If you recognize how serious it is, you'll be more willing to sacrifice things for the cause because you know that it's important. But if you're on the fence or you're not recognizing just how big of a deal this is, you're not going to be motivated to do that shit, and they'll have us by the balls. We got to be willing to do that. And I just want to say, A couple of things that I learned while I was protesting the child mask mandates back in 2021 into 2022 is that, everyone talks, man. Everyone is a talker. Everyone says that they hate the mandates. Everyone said, hey, I'll be out there with you on the corner. Everyone said, I'm not going along with this shit. But everyone was full of fucking shit. Most people went along with this shit, even though they said they didn't want to. So don't be just a talker. You got to walk the walk. It's going to be time to walk the walk here pretty soon. The other thing is, y'all are just too comfortable to take risks. If you're not willing to go into places where they tell you you have to wear a mask, if they're going to try and shut down your churches, they're going to try and shut down your schools, they're going to try and shut down your businesses, and you're not willing to fucking do anything about it, you're way too comfortable with your life. Way too comfortable. Is your comfortable life worth fighting for? Is this a hill worth dying on? Will it be? I mean, that's up to you to decide. It is for me, man. It definitely is for me. I'm tired of this fucking shit. I was tired of it a long time ago, and I'm definitely fucking tired of it now. Hopefully you all listen to this are tired of it too, and if this shit comes back, you'll be joining me on a fucking corner protesting this shit. I hear oftentimes from people that, what's the point of going and protesting, and what's the point of going and speaking at, city, county, school board meetings? What's the point of that? It doesn't do anything. And that's just a defeatist, cowardly fucking attitude. It's for people that don't have the courage to actually go out and do it. So they just look at it and right off the bat reject it and say, no, that shit don't work. I'm not going to do it. Well, it's bullshit. One of the things that I learned right away doing my protests, sitting on the corner with my signs, is that it felt like a college classroom. And what I mean by that is, you sit there with your message, people drive by, and you reach people from all different demographics, all different walks of life, all different belief systems. Whereas, if you sit in your comfortable, cushy online, groups, you are in an echo chamber where you are not reaching anyone to change minds. But if you sit on the corner with a sign, if you go to your city, county, school board meetings and you speak, people will listen. It will enter their minds, and you will start to take root. You will become the seeds to changing minds, because, it's not just people in your echo chamber. These are different people that, that don't necessarily share your beliefs, or didn't necessarily know that there were people out there that shared their beliefs, or didn't know that there were courageous people out there that they could back. There are many reasons to get out there and be visible. And like I said, I hear it a lot. I still do. People say, oh, it doesn't do anything to go out and protest. That's just a defeatist, coward attitude. Get out there, spread your message, plant seeds, be the opposition, be disobedient. Don't listen to this fucking shit. You're American. You are a fucking American. Don't let people tell you what to do. Don't let the government tell you what to do. Don't let your fucking communist neighbors tell you what to do. You're an American. And, we need to have more people being disobedient in public, openly, so people can see it and get inspired by it and do it themselves. Whether they bring this back or not, we have an opportunity right here to try and prevent this from happening. The only alternative is to do nothing. And then if you don't do nothing, then that, these will come back if you don't resist it. You have to take the chance to go out there and change minds and change policies. For nothing else, you'll have your fucking self-respect. If you go along with this shit, whatever dignity you still have left from the last 3 years will be completely gone. You can't allow this shit. Be courageous, be confident, and be strong, and stay strong. All right, we'll talk to you guys later.